the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 38, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
The 41.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they try the right side here. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 33. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 9.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Jones.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
At the Falcons' 3-yard line.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano out to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Man, I got you.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
It's a gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
21.
From the shotgun, Ryan flushed out right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
First and goal at the 2.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Score Falcons 14, Giants 3. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Play action. Jones. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the screen. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
To number 80. Touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Jones now to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard
To throw is Ryan. Flush to his right. Airing it out, looking for... This is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And again this time to the tailback. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Jones to throw on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 21, Giants 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off play action. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touch...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Returning it, John Ross. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 44 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
1st down, New York.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Nice Nice move at the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
New York.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And he knocks it through, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Jones
give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On the pickup, it's second and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now this throw caught left side and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
A big loss on the play. It's now second and goal.
Play action. It's Ryan. Steps away. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
The 3-yard line.
Ryan wants to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Throwing again, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 58.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get...
And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, D. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
To throw again, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gano now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whip.